So we're going to first take you through a scenario. Adam works for First Federal Community Bank, and Jessica is one of his customers. At the bank, they have 30,000 individual accounts, of which 50, Adam being one, 50 relationship managers handle them. The result is 600 individual accounts managed by each of the reps. Jessica's been with the bank for 8 years. She uses the bank as her primary bank. Her family's been with the bank for a quarter of a century. When you think about it, what does Adam know about Jessica? Well, he knows how long her family's been with the bank, and he knows that she has a personal loan. But there's probably a lot of other information he should know and would know if he had access to it. Things like she just bought a house, she paid off her car loan and is looking for a new car, and most importantly, she got a big promotion at her job. So when we look at relationship, wouldn't it be great if Adam knew things like she bought a new home, she got a new job, was getting a tax refund, going on vacation, or that her parents were selling the house and were going to have a lot of money on their hands. So when we look at capital-wise, we look at the bank and we look at the relationship and the high touch that community banks have, as Lee said earlier, and we bring that high technology, things like machine learning, artificial intelligence, and most importantly, Monte Carlo simulation to help forecast the future. When we look at event detection, I'm just going to stop for a moment and tell you a story. This morning, I met with a banker, and he said to us, you know, we have a foreclosure on a house, and he said, I'm really embarrassed. The person died at 50 years old. He was a second generation with our bank. They've been there many years, and so he was personally upset that 3 months had gone by, and they had to acknowledge the person had passed away. And then he said, we have a foreclosure, again, mistake that we don't have. And then the last thing is, he doesn't know whether they have life insurance. Maybe they have a life insurance policy that would help supplement that, and they would have even more money. So he said, you know, with your product, it appears, rightfully so, event detection would have immediately told him, and he could have proactively said something, sent a note, sent flowers, done something. But then he would also be able to right size. He'd be able to look at what products and services he could offer to that family. So I'm not sure if you're here, but thank you. And then again, financial, we look at scoring. You know, at the end of the day, we score how the person is, and again, looking at the overall wellness of the individual. And with that, we're going to pass it over, and you're going to get a feel for the overall product.
So why does all these things matter? Because consumers' expectation from the banking product has gone up high drastically. And they are using third-party fintech solutions to plan their financial life. So think of a bank that begin to engage their consumers on their financial wellness level by understanding what is changing in their personal and financial life and recommending products, recommending goals, and helping them to achieve those goals. So consumers start to feel that banks are not just a place to store their money, but a true partner in their financial journey. That way, banks start to get a bigger chunk of their wallet and also a brand name that can compete with third-party fintech products out there. At CapitalWise, we offer 3 different solutions. We start with the banker-facing features, banker-facing dashboard, where bankers get to know what is changing with their customers, any events, personal or financial events. We float that across the banker's dashboard so that she or he can take the right actions. Our adaptive banking platform, which is the interfacing feature, where we recommend products and goals based on the events and financial habits of the consumer. Last but not least, we have a fintech marketplace, which is a complementary tool to offer third-party fintech products through your platform and share revenue with the bank. With that, I'm going to quickly run through the demo. So this is the banker dashboard I was talking about. As you can see, this is the first thing the banker would see in the morning. What are the top 100 customers today I should be talking about, or I should make a call? And we say why it's important, because we show them the different events that might have happened. We can pretty much source 40 different events just by looking at your transaction data. We also bring on third-party data set to the platform. As Alan was mentioning, any life event changes like a newborn or somebody passing away, all these records we bring to all these data sets we bring to the banker so that the banker can take the right actions. And we also show them why these events, why we think that there is an event happening. It'll come over quickly. Give me a while. So we'll show why we think that there was an event. We show the actual data source of why we think there was an event. For this customer, the customer has got a bonus paid. This customer had recently closed an auto loan. We see that everything in the transaction. We also have a consumer insight where we get into the specific customer to show what are the different events that might happen to the consumer, and also cash flow prediction, financial behavior analysis, product owned by this customer in your bank and outside of the bank. And we have a smarter interface where the banker can ask complex queries like, show me all the consumers who haven't got paid their salary for last 2 months. And they can create a campaign out of this, send an email saying that, oh, is there anything wrong? So that, this is the actual, personalized relation engagement that we are bringing to the platform. Our integration with the banking system is pretty straightforward. In fact, we don't integrate with your core system or any of the system within the bank. The banker can directly upload the data to our platform. And we also offer an API. If you prefer to have a core banking integration, we could always offer that. But in most of the cases, to start with, we can have a simple file upload and get the results within 5 minutes. So we leverage the same concept of financial behavior analysis and event detection to the consumer-facing side, the user-facing side, so that we can recommend the right products to the customers based on their life events. So as you can see, we have smart goal recommendation. We have something called nudges, where we nudge the consumer whenever they have extra cash. And we have this financial wellness tool that help them measure their financial wellness. So after our successful partnership with few of the tier 1 banks, now we have partnered with ICBA to bring on the power of AI and machine learning into relationship banking. And what we have achieved through this program, 11 weeks program, is that now we realize that the product what we have for bigger banks wouldn't fit into a community banks, so that we have customized our solutions to better fit into the community banks without any integration and making it affordable for the community banks. Our executive team has the right understanding of the gap between the traditional banking offers and what is today's consumers' need.
Again, just to reiterate what you just heard, the solution that we have for the community banks is something very simple. You literally upload a file, you can run detection. Some people look at it as a marketing program, others look at it as just good customer service. Either way, it's about really providing technology to enhance that personal relationship. It's an evolution, not a revolution. And while the APIs are available, we believe for the community bank, the solution is something simple, something easy to use, and collaboration with third-party applications is something we're certainly open to as well. Happy to answer any questions later.